The king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus rex. Beside from being one of the largest of the known carnivorous dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus rex, T-Rex for short, is the dinosaur that has adorably received the most media exposure. It had a starring and stunning role in the Jurassic Park movies. T-Rex has its own renowned exhibit at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. Today, the Sparrow Art of Learning thought to dive inside this fearful carnivore, the king of the dinosaurs, T-Rex, and give you a valuable piece of information for your life. So, subscribe the Sparrow and stay tuned. Share this content with people and build them with you. This is the time to dominate this world with the ultimate king of world of late Cretaceous, the Tyrannosaurus rex. The name T-Rex. The Tyrannosaurus rex means king of the tyrant lizards. Tyranno means tyrant in Greek. Saurus means lizard in Greek, and rex means king in Latin. In 1905, Henry Fairfield Osborn, president of the American Museum of Natural History at the time, named this giant dominating carnivore as Tyrannosaurus rex. T-Rex was a member of the Tyrannosauroidea family of huge predatory dinosaurs with small arms and two-fingered hands. T-Rex fossils are found in western North America from Alberta to Texas. But some researchers shows the evidence saying that T-Rex, the invasive species, migrated from Asia to western North America once they got the opportunity, according to a 2016 study published in Scientific Reports. An analysis of T-Rex skeletal features showed that the dinosaur king was more similar to two Tyrannosaurus in Asia, Tarbosaurus and Zooxantheronus, than it was to North America Tyrannosaurus. However, the finding is still preliminary, and other experts maintain that T-Rex evolved in North America. They said. An imposing figure. The largest and most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found was nicknamed Sue after its discoverer, paleontologist Sue Hendrickson. Measurements of Sue suggest T-Rex was one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs to ever live, coming in at up to 13 feet, that means 40 meters tall at the hips. That is the beast's highest point since it did not stand erect, and 40 feet means 12.3 meters long. A recent analysis of Sue published in 2011 in the journal PLOS ONE shows T-Rex weighed as much as 9 tons, means about 8,160 kilograms. T-Rex had strong thighs and a powerful tail which counterbalanced its large head. With the found skeleton, Sue's skull is 5 feet or 1.5 meters long and allowed to move quickly. The 2011 study, which also modeled T-Rex muscle distribution and center of mass, suggests the giant could run 10 to 25 meters per hour. It means 17 to 40 kilometers per hour, as previous study had estimated. Its two-fingered forearms were too little, making it unlikely that T-Rex could use them to kill or even get a meal to its mouth. However, it's possible that T-Rex had such tiny arms because of its powerful bite, researchers explained. The king of dinosaurs needed thick neck muscles to hold up its large skull and power its forceful bite. Neck and arms muscles compete for space in the shoulder, and it appears that the neck muscles edge out the arm muscles in T-Rex case. Moreover, researchers say that having long arms can be broken and also can be vulnerable to diseases and take energy to maintain, so having short arms may have been beneficial to the king in the long run. The huge work of dominating and predating the prey was left to the dinosaurs' massive and thick skull. T-Rex had the strongest bite of any land animal that ever lived, according to a 2012 study in the journal Biology Letters. The dinosaur's bite could exert up to 12,814 pounds force. It means 57,000 newtons, which is roughly equivalent to the force of a medium-sized elephant sitting down. Believe me, my friends, T-Rex had a mouth full of serrated teeth. The largest tooth of any carnivorous dinosaur ever found was 12 inches. It means 30 centimeters long. But not all of the dinosaur's teeth serve the same function. The dinosaur's front teeth gripped and pulled, its side teeth tore flesh, and its back teeth diced chunks of meat and forced food into the throat. Importantly, T-Rex teeth were wide and somewhat dull rather than being flat and dagger-like. It was because the teeth to withstand the forces exerted by struggling prey. You see, this natural creation was so much impressive, Rex was created to be the king of Cretaceous era. T-Rex may be big, but its origin, the predecessors were small. The first Tyrannosaurs, which were human to horse size, originated about 170 million years ago during the mid-Jurassic. Though lacking in stature, these little Tyrannosaurs had advanced brains and advanced sensory perceptions, including hearing, the findings reveals. On a newfound mid-Cretaceous tyrannosaur named Tumalangia utica suggests the advanced brains tyrannosaurs developed while they were still small, helped them become apex predators once they grew to T-Rex size. What did T-Rex eat? Believe the sparrow, my friend. The hunting behavior of T-Rex was very fearful. In other words, it was the most dangerous creature ever down to this planet Earth. T-Rex was a huge carnivore and primarily ate herbivorous dinosaurs, including Edmontosaurus and Triceratops. The predator acquired its food through scavenging and hunting, grew incredibly fast, and ate hundreds of pounds at a time. T-Rex was probably opportunistic and may have fed on carcasses, but that is not a very abundant or consistent food source. They had to go out and kill for food when they were hungry. For many years, the evidence that T-Rex actually hunted for its meals was circumstantial and included such things as bones with bite marks, teeth near carcasses, and foot tracks suggesting pursuits. At one time, the researchers unveiled the direct evidence of T-Rex predatory nature, a T-Rex tooth embedded in a duckbill dinosaur's tailbone. After this evidence was found, the researchers were fearfully said that, with this discovery, we now know the monster in our dreams is real. It's not clear if the cannibalistic dinosaurs fought to the death or merely ate the carcasses of their own kind. Scientists aren't sure whether T-Rex hunted alone or in packs. In 2014, researchers found dinosaur track marks in the foothills of the Canadian Rockies in British Columbia. Out of the 7 tracks, 3 belonged to Tyrannosaurids. That means we can think that T-Rex relatives at least hunted in packs. When and where T-Rex lived. T-Rex fossils are found in a variety of rock formations dating to Maastrichtian age of the Upper Cretaceous period, which lasted from 67 million to 65 million years ago towards the end of the Mesozoic era. More mobile than many other land-based dinosaurs, T-Rex roamed throughout what is now Western North America, at the time an island continent identified as Lauramedia. More than 50 skeletons of T-Rex have been unearthed according to National Geographic. Some of these remains are nearly complete skeletons, and at least one skeleton included soft tissue and proteins. Fossil hunter Barnum Brown discovered the first partial skeleton of a T-Rex in the Montana portion of the Hell Creek Formation in 1902. He later sold this specimen to the Carnegie Museum of Natural History in Pittsburgh. Another T-Rex fossil discovery of his, also from Hell Creek, is on display in the American Museum of Natural History in New York. In 2007, scientists unearthed what may be a T-Rex footprint in Hell Creek and described their discovery in the journal Paleoes. If the track did indeed belong to T-Rex, it would be only the second confirmed T-Rex footprint ever discovered, the first being a footprint discovered in New Mexico in 1993. What made T-Rex went extinct from this earth? T-Rex went extinct during the Katy mass extinction about 65 million years ago. This extinction killed the remaining dinosaurs, not just T-Rex, and many other animals and plant groups. This extinction was probably caused by a catastrophic asteroid colliding with Earth. It is thought that an asteroid 49 would have incinerated all the life forms in its path. The dust and debris thrust into the atmosphere would have blocked most of the sunlight for months and lowered the temperature globally. Those organisms that could not adapt to the temperature and light changes would die out. Since plants' energy is derived from the sun, they would likely to be the first to be affected by changes in climate. Many families of phytoplankton and plants would die out, and the Earth's oxygen levels may well have dramatically decreased, both on land and in the oceans, suffocating those organisms which were unable to cope with the lower oxygen levels. Major changes in the food chain would result from all of these environmental upheavals. The herbivores, or the plant eaters, who ate those plants that died out would starve soon after these plants died. Then, at the top of the food chain, the carnivores or meat eaters like T-Rex, having lost their prey, would have even eat each other and eventually die out. Their large carcasses must have provided small animals with food for quite a while. T-Rex made a fearful monster image in people's mind. With the movie series of Jurassic Park and Lost World, T-Rex made a fearful, dreadful image and feeling of people all around the world. T-Rex made the viewers the feeling of pain in death throughout the movie series. All the stories build around this monstrous creature of nature, the T-Rex. From that onwards, T-Rex used as the ideal creature of dinosaurs. So, thank you very much for watching. Share this with your friends and stay tuned with The Sparrow.